Okay, I'd like to call to order the regular scheduled meeting of the Elk Grove Park District for September 9th, 2021. Can we have a roll call, please?
President Cook,
Here?
Commissioner Bianchi,
Here.
Commissioner Carlson,
Here.
Commissioner Walls,
Here.
Commissioner O'Malley.
Here.
Okay, approval of the minutes. We're going to approve the minutes for August 26, 2021, committee of the whole meeting, and regular minutes of August 26, 21. All in favor of approving those minutes, say aye.
Aye.
It's 5-0 on the vote there. And on the closed session minutes of August 26, 2021, I believe we need a roll call on this, so a motion to approve those.
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Bianchi,
Abstain?
Commissioner Carlson,
Yes.
Commissioner Walls,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Malley,
Yes.
President Cook.
Yes. Okay, public communication, comments from the audience. Do you have any comments from the audience? None tonight? Correspondence, do any of the commissioners have any correspondence?
Yeah, I'd have one to share.
Okay.
This was seeing the person, and then she sent me some information. So this is an ex-employee that still lives in town, cares about our community, is active in our community, and she's given me some insight into a situation that's happening on the pickleball court over at by QR.
Okay.
Rainbow. It seems like right now, some Elk Grove residents are being squeezed out by some non-residents that are taking over the courts early morning, afternoon, and as people are visiting our Rainbow Falls pickleball site, they're the ones telling them, we've got this is a private outing type deal. And so this individual was gonna get a petition signed by, over 100 people, protesting this little thing that's going on. And I said, just let me talk to the board, talk to staff. They may be unaware of it. I think just recently this week, so, Doug might have been aware of it within maybe just yesterday. So I'm not looking for that type of turnaround. But one of the things that bothered me, and this is where we need a little bit of policing, is supposedly on Labor Day, this non-resident group was grilling and had coolers that could have contained alcoholic beverages. So that needs to, this group cannot be using that. First of all, no group, resident, non-resident. No alcohol, no grilling. But if you're gonna be a non-resident group, absolutely not. Elk Grove residents first. That's what we built the pickleball for. So if we need to police the pickleball courts so that our residents get first crack at these pickleball courts, that's what we need to direct staff to do. I'm not saying that they're not right now, but we may have to increase it or send somebody out there to talk to this group with authority and say, we don't even need your business. These are Elk Grove courts. Supposedly, and again, I don't like, hearsay, but this same group had visited Hoffman Estates and started abusing the courts over there. And they were actually banned from Hoffman Estates. So again, I don't know the individuals, I don't know the names. What I know is I want Elk Grove residents first on our pickleball courts. And I don't want any policy breaking by anybody using it. So I don't know if you guys are aware of this situation or not.
I am aware of some of the situation, not all the information that you shared, but I have spoken with one of the residents that's concerned about it. And I have also spoken to the head person of the non-resident group. So myself and staff, athletic staff, have been working on updating some open play pickleball rules. Communication to both of those groups have been communicated that when the courts are full, they need, there's certain standards of pickleball rules for open play is when the courts are full, everybody has to rotate in and out. And there's certain rules, which is new to us, that we've learned. We have communicated to some other park districts to get updated rules. Those are in the process of getting updated. Our rules that we first initially put out there probably weren't clear enough for people, but now we've updated some rules for open play. But I have communicated to that non-resident group that when there is, all 6 courts are being used, they do have to rotate. It's all open play. Currently, we're not renting to anybody, and the words, we're a private group and can't play with anybody, should never be used. So it has been addressed with that group. I'm not aware of the situation with this past weekend with any
Grilling
alcohol or
and
grilling or anything
coolers
like that.
out
That
there,
hasn't been
yes.
brought. because I actually did speak to the gentleman of the non-resident group this past Tuesday
Okay.
about that.
Because if it does make it easier, and this is where, you know, as it would between Ben and 5 commissioners, if it makes it easier where we have to come up with some kind of policy where you say right now it's open, that residents first, well, then it should be residents first, because 10 Elk Grove residents shouldn't go to our pickleball court and have 10 non-residents playing there and maybe have to work in or something like that. So if there has to be designated hours that Elk Grove residents, you know, prove that,
Yep.
bring something out, or, you know,
There's-
that's something to think of.
There's
That's
two
all.
occasions that I'm aware of. One, I was out there myself, and one, another person in the athletics department was out there. Both of those times when we were out there, as both groups were out there wasn't enough people to fill all the courts. So the 2 times that we have been out there and been asked to come out there is there's been open courts. So
Okay.
there was no need or feel to say they have to play with you, because we don't really regulate tennis courts or open gym basketball like that. But if all 6 courts are being used, we've talked to both groups that you need to rotate in and out.
Maybe
And
we
you're-
build more pickleball. Because, I mean, maybe we hit this one right, like I've said in the past.
And I agree with you that maybe we do, but at the same time, I like building our amenities for Elk Grove residents, not for non-residents.
I don't disagree with anything you said, but to Doug's point, we cannot mandate who uses a basketball court at a given point in time. I mean, we can, but who's gonna police it?
If there's major demand, well, depending on, like I said, if there's 5 courts, 6 courts, depending on what the demand is and how important it is, yeah, I mean, we could potentially police it, so. And I'm not saying that is the answer, what I'm saying is, can we look into this to make sure that this group of 100, you know that
Well, I'm just-
we're advocating for?
My only point, I'm not disagreeing with you, I'm just saying, my only point is, maybe we hit this one correct at the right time. And if it's such a high demand, maybe 8 or 9 courts just isn't gonna do it for us. And I don't see pickleball going away anytime soon. We haven't even started leagues out there, which I'm sure we
We're
should look
offering
into
leagues
that,
for the
right?
fall.
Yeah, right. They're as finicky a
And
group
then
as
certainly if
anybody.
we're offering leagues.
Leagues or tournaments.
Residents
Yep.
first.
Right.
You know,
Oh, I agree with you.
You know.
In-
That's
in-
all.
In regards to policing, is this something that we need to maybe put an outdoor video camera that's funneled into the pavilion, customer service area, so it can be monitored?
Well, who's gonna monitor it?
People who work at the building.
But it's Sunday at 9 o'clock at
We
night.
don't, well, we
We're
don't,
not open.
but we don't monitor our cameras right now.
No.
It's only for after the fact.
Yeah, and I don't know if they're ready to take that step that we have to mount. We just need to address it like you did with this non-resident group and educate them that, hey, here's what we're expecting, not only on pickleball etiquette, but, you know, here, we're gonna back our Elk Grove residents first,
Yep.
plain and simple.
Yep, and we've done that.
And also, we have ordered permanent signage too for the court, so it's
Correct.
already on order, and it should be, with all the rules,
Yeah.
as Doug and Jason sent
Yeah.
over to us, and Brian.
Overuse.
So that should be up. Hopefully, we're waiting for it to come back from the sign company, but it is completed and it's on order.
Initially, 6 weeks ago, we put out rules that probably were too vague, and so we did some more research with them, and we did talk to actually Hoffman Estates about that situation. It was, what we were told from some of the staff was it's not that specific group that's out there that was the group that was kicked out from
Okay.
Hoffman Estates, but there was some, I guess, former relationship between our residents of Elk Grove and the people that were in that group, and there was some breaking point where they used to play together. I don't know
Okay.
the time frame on it, but at some point, there's been some divide between those two groups that are using it right now. But we've updated the pickleball rules, as Kelly said, and we're hoping that communication one-on-one with both of those groups separately is, hey, these are the rules when the courts are full, and you need to follow them.
The signage you're getting, Kelly, is gonna explain the rules then?
Yes.
Okay. And currently, if we do have a group of Elk Grove residents that want to reserve those courts on a regular basis, even though we haven't got a lease set up, are they able to do that currently?
We haven't set any price points on that. It's something we talked about, and if we want to, and there's been a need to, I would say we would be open to taking the revenue. But I think the point at the time, and correct me if I'm wrong, Ben, was we wanted free open ball, pickleball play, just like we don't charge.
Right, but I'm saying something-
Or outdoor basketball.
There's a group
courts.
out there that kind
Yep.
of likes to play on a regular basis, but it would be,
Yep.
like, we used to play at the pavilion, I know.
Because we do charge them to come to the pavilion.
Right, well, they have
So this gave an
time
opportunity to go
reserved,
outside and play.
and that, you'd be shifting that outdoors, so
Yep.
maybe something for those that do want to reserve, come up with a pricing structure.
Sure.
So we have the residents have the ability to reserve it if they want to do it, that's all.
Sure.
And I will mention that we didn't get as many security personnel as we'd like to this year, but hopefully next year from Memorial Day to Labor Day, we'll have security traveling around the parks. And I've talked with one of the CERTs. He's very interested, so I said, Jeff, contact maybe some of the CERTs and they can help out. So we have some patrol throughout the summer, and that might help this situation too. So CERTs, if you're out there and you want a job next summer, let us know.
Any other correspondence or?
So that was it, yes. Not only did they speak with me, but I have an email to share with the other commissioners if they'd like some of the information, at least what a copy of the petition that they're handing around says.
And that's the same group that's talked to Doug, right?
Correct.
I'm assuming, yeah.
Petitions, free advertising that we have pickleball courts.
Yes, we do. With potentially more to come.
And they're not
Let's
parking,
hope so.
they're not parking in the QR parking. I'm sorry, I'm kidding. Okay, request, recommendations for acceptance and approval. 5A, approval of pay request 13 from Fred Quinn Corporation for construction and management services for the Fox Run Golf Links Club House and Maintenance Facility Project in the amount of $470,128.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, any questions? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Carlson?
Yes.
Commissioner Wells?
Yes?
Commissioner O'Malley?
Yes.
Commissioner Bianchi?
Yes.
President Cook?
Yes. Item 5B, acceptance of the bid from Growing Solutions Incorporated in New Lenox, Illinois for the Fox Run Golf Links Project, bid number 5, chemical storage unit for the maintenance facility in the amount of $45,714.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions or discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Wells?
Yes?
Commissioner O'Malley?
Yes.
Commissioner Bianchi?
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson?
Yes.
President Cook?
Yes. Okay, items for information. Leisure services, update, Doug.
All right.
All right.
So the Sheila Ray Center, the August report, Sheila Ray Center, we actually have 247 active members as of right now. At some point, the highest I was told recently before COVID, we were about 300. So we're approaching that where we were pre-COVID numbers for active memberships for the Sheila Ray Center. We did our first local theater trip. We went to the movie theater since the pandemic. It's been our first trip with the seniors. We took the bus over there, so they really enjoyed that. So we're going to try to do a couple more of that before the end of the year. And then they also went bowling last week as well. Been using the van and taking them on some trips for some of the where I want to go. Dancing with the Band came back, and we are also starting dog obedience classes back at Hattendorf Center in September. For aquatics, the PAC annual closure started on August 16th and concluded on September 3rd. Rainbow Falls ended its regular season hours on August 8th, and the postseason hours were in effect until September 6th with closing, and indoor swim lessons began on September 11th. Adult programming, karate, our fall programming kicked off for karate programs with 29 participants starting August 30th. Volleyball, gymnastics, and other sports classes will began began this week, the week of September 7th. Our fall co-ed softball league started August 25th with 8 teams on Wednesday and 9 teams on Thursday nights. Registration is still open for our bags and our pickleball leagues for the fall. Youth sports, recreational soccer has 221 participants for the fall season. And then we also had our first year of fall baseball and fall softball. Fall baseball, both of them are running currently and already started in August. We have 122 registered for baseball and 117 for softball. Tackle football, they had their first home games this weekend over Labor Day over at CAF. We have 71 players signed up with 4 teams for the season for football, and then 25 players for flag. Competitive cheer has 26 and sideline cheer has 19. Audubon Skate Park, we had 26 private skate lessons in the month of August. Staff's working on getting it ready for October to open the indoor section of the skate park. Camps, we had art camp finish out the season with 113 unique participants. We did run 2 weeks of early childhood camps in August with 138 campers, and our extended week camp in August had 31 participants. Cultural arts, our music classes started for the fall session on August 23rd. We have 13 private lessons. Auditions for Mona is coming up, and that is on this Monday with 25 people registered for theater. Dance registration is going well. We're currently up to 274 registrants, I'm sorry, and we were at 247 last year, so we're already up 30 registers from the year before. So we're excited for that. Classes do start this Monday, September 13th. Early childhood, preschool started, the first day was on August 31st. We have 146 kids registered. That's up from last year, so numbers are good. We're doing pickup and drop off outside and continuing doing the mass, obviously, with what's going on with that situation. So it's been a good first week for us with that. ACES also picked up for District 54 with, on August 16th, we had 9 registered for that. So numbers have picked up since then as well, since this report was done. General interest, on August 6th, Elk Grove Youth Committee hosted its second free summer blast event for teens at Rainbow Falls. We had 185 residents attend that. Over at the museum, we had our first annual beer garden event on August 21st. It was a great turnout. We had 150 people come out. Microphone Brewery served beer there. They had Bavarian pretzels and some old-fashioned drinking games. We had a little bit of rain, but overall it was a great event. Pirates Cove was open for 14 days in the month of August. 147 members visited the park. The highest attendance day was on Tuesday, August 14th, with over 1,600 people attending. We had 342 paid child admissions and 17 member visits that day. Looking at rentals, we had at Carousel and Jumps and Jiggles, we had 7 for the month of August. At Garden Terrace, we had 5 rentals. At Pirates Cove, we had 37, and Rainbow Falls, we had 22. Kids clubs at the school, at the 5 district schools are up and running for the month of August. We had over 1,200 visits, total visits, not total different kids, but 1,200 total visits for kids at the month of August. That continues to run really well. Special events, we finally had our final movie at the park on August 4th at Shenandoah Park. We had over 50 people attend. Some upcoming events, we have a Pioneer Day over at the museum from 12:30 to 3:30 at the museum grounds. September 17th, we have Parents' Night Out at the Pavilion Aquatic Center from 5 to 8:30. And September 18th, we have our new free carnival event from 12 to 4 over at the Pavilion grounds. So we don't, everybody can come out and join us for that. And then September 24th and 25th, we have Camping Under the Stars at Pirate Cove as well. So people can sign up and spend the night at Pirates Cove as well.
Are there still spots open?
There are still spots open for that as well. Yep.
There were only,
There's
I
not
worked
many.
registration this week, so if you want to use our tent, there's a couple spots left, but
Okay.
aside from that, you would only be able to come as a evening visitor.
Okay.
Yep.
So, but it's almost completely booked out.
Yeah. So we'll have a couple staff spend the night over there.
I know it's been a popular
People
event
are
in the
excited
past,
about
so
it, yeah, we're
anybody that wants to
excited to do
squeak in there can, there's still a couple spots.
Yes. So, a couple other events in October coming up is we have the free teen bonfire for ages 11 to 16 from 7 to 9 at Lions Park. We have a new program, adult program, the Murder Mystery for people over 21 and over from 6 to 9 at Garden Terrace. We're excited. We do already have 12 people signed up for that new event as well. And then October 8 is Parents' Night Out at the Pavilion Aquatic Center from 6 to 9. And registration is required for that event as well. Questions?
Can you share the bonfire date again? I'm
Yep.
sorry.
It is October 2nd, and that is from 7 to 9 at Lions Park.
Thank you.
Okay, any questions for Doug? Okay, Parks and Planning, Mark.
So work is continuing at J.C. Park. Hacienda has already cored out the two different playgrounds, 2 to 5 and 5 to 12, and has completed the concrete pouring, the paths and curbs, and then our staff is working now to lay the drain lines in both areas. They're dropped off some of the equipment today, so it's starting to go up, and it's going pretty good. We've started color coding and crack filling some of the areas at tennis courts, and the inline rink at Mead was done, Johnson, Clark, and Pavilion, as well as crack filling at 12 other parks. The horticulture crew has removed more than 40 trees throughout the parks. Most of those are pine that have succumbed to Zimmerman pine moth and or Diplodia tipulate, which is affecting the Austrian pine specifically. Herbicide applications have been made throughout the parks to control broadleaf weeds. As Doug had said, the work at Pavilion Aquatic Center is complete and was open last Saturday, September 4th. And then the Elk Grove Park District Morton Park Arboretum is now recognized on the International Registry of Arboretums. Currently, many trees in Morton Park are labeled with QR codes to provide patrons with an opportunity to gain more information on that specific tree. Labels can be located on the west side of the tree. Not every tree is labeled, just one of each variety within the park. Most labeled trees can be found along the walking path.
Questions for Mark? Okay, business services, Brad.
Thank you, President Cook. Sorry to be a broken record, but we're still hiring. Some of the positions, we're looking for party hosts, security, lifeguards, and part-time year-round positions in the Parks Department. We're also still looking for driving range attendants and pro shop attendants at the golf course. Some full-time positions that are going to be in the hiring process this month include athletic supervisor, aquatics operations supervisor, adult center supervisor, and grounds maintenance specialists. Staff is deep in the 2022 budget process. Initial 2021 projections and 2022 numbers are due September 20th. We will have our capital meeting with the board on October 24th, and directors are currently reviewing capital submissions with a new one tonight. Golf course, we hired our new kitchen manager. He will be starting September 17th. His primary focus to begin will be menu development, kitchen setup, and hiring staff. The golf course is continuing its great year. We're on pace to have our best year as far as greens fees ever. And same with the driving range, we're on pace for our best year ever as well as far as revenue. Club championship for Fox Run is September 17th and 18th, and you can register at the clubhouse for that. IT is busy working on the new clubhouse and maintenance facility. They're working with contractors to complete the access point installation and installing cameras once the cabling is finished. And we're also coordinating access control out there. So that concludes my report.
Okay. Questions for Brad?
Yes. October 24th is what?
October 24th is a Thursday. It'll be a committee of the whole meeting.
Am I in the wrong month here?
Should be October 24th.
Am I in the wrong year? Anyway,
2021.
and that is a board meeting, right?
Maybe I wrote the wrong date. No,
October 28th.
it's 28th. Finger slip.
No
I
worries.
apologize.
No, it's just a little panic mode.
Yes, it'll be at a committee of the whole. I won't call you in on Sunday,
And that's the budget meeting.
just for capitals.
Right.
Yes,
That's what we do to take the large chunk out of the following meeting.
correct.
Gotcha.
Okay, any other questions for Brad? Okay, next, marketing communications, Kelly.
Okay, so I submitted a report to the commissioners, just giving a little recap on our social media activity for August. And we did have quite a bit of engagement regarding one of our employees who had been a torch runner back in the 1970s for the Olympics. And her daughter actually put on a uniform that the mother wore and paraded out with all of the campers this summer. And so we put that on the social media, and that really got a lot of interest and a lot of engagement, and the campers really enjoyed that too. Also on Instagram, our big engagement with that was the fact that our Rainbow Falls lifeguards exceeded in July and August the Ellis and Associates audits. So that was something that was really engaging. As far as our print, you'll see all over town, we've got our no enrollment fees for Pavilion Fitness. So that is a big promotion going on through the month of September. If anybody was thinking about joining Pavilion Fitness, this is absolutely the month to do it because they're waiving the enrollment fees for members at Pavilion Fitness.
How much of a savings is that?
I think it's about $79.
Okay, great.
So it's a really good savings, and there's no better time to join than today, because this month, we have such great promotions going on in the fitness center. Not just no enrollment, but we also, if you thought about taking a yoga class, you want to de-stress, every yoga class you take, you get a chance to win a basket valued at $150, which is just packed with a lot of yoga gear, so that would be one of them. And then if yoga's not your thing, but football is, we've got 2 great promotions. One's kicking off tomorrow, and if you join our Instagram, if you become a follower on the Pavilion Fitness Instagram and you're a member, you have a chance to win a Yeti cooler. So, and that's displayed right now upstairs in the fitness center. And we are limiting that to fitness members. So again, another great reason to join the fitness center. And then the middle of the month, we're going to be kicking off a college football promo. So if you come and show your college football spirit, starting September 17th, again, up at the fitness center, you can get a stress ball. Pavilion Fitness, one-of-a-kind stress ball. So we have some really fun things planned this month up in the fitness center. So this is your opportunity to get fit and have fun and celebrate football this month. So that's for September. So the other thing I wanted to mention, I've talked about it in the past a little bit, but we have a mobile app that is available on our in Google and at Apple Play, and so on the Android or the Apple. And the reason why everybody today needs to download the app is because we just finalized our field conditions. And with everybody playing sports and wanting to know, is my son's or daughter's field open or closed, you can get that with just one click of the button. You can go to field conditions on the app, and it will list each park, each field, and let you know whether it's open for play or not. If you're not an app user, you can also find that on the homepage of the website, elkgroveparks.org.
And just in the minute you were talking there, I did download it, and it's, all the fields are open.
Yes.
It's a great app, and it's very user-friendly. So anybody can use it. It's gonna be very easy to navigate and get to where you wanna go. So I highly recommend it. It's a one spot to go and get all the information you need about the park district and what's going on.
It's a free app, doesn't cost anything, and it's got a wealth of information, so thank you.
Okay, anything else for Kelly? Okay. Executive Director update, Ben.
All right, as you can see, the staff does such a wonderful job giving updates. I feel like a broken record, but I do have 2 updates.
We're hiring?
Haddendorf Gym. Very excited to announce that the project's complete, and it wasn't part of anyone's update, so I found one. And if you haven't been over to Haddendorf, we redid and resurfaced the gym floor, put a new divider curtain, all new wall padding. Last year we did baskets. It's a pretty cool little gym now, so I'm excited for the basketball season because I know they always need gym space. So they're gonna have a nice new floor space to use. My other update is I want to just give a big shout out. Our summer ended this past weekend to all staff. I'm not going to list everyone because I don't want to miss anyone. So I'm saying to all staff, I just want to sincerely thank you all for all your hard work. It was a very hot summer. We had a lot of good participation in all of our programs, facilities across the board, and your hard work and dedication is what brings a smile on my face. And I just want to thank you all. I appreciate you all. I'm grateful for all of you, and we have the best staff in the industry.
Take a second to show them that smile. There you go.
That concludes my report.
Okay, any questions for Ben? Okay. Old business. Old business. New business, adoption of resolution 21-03, a resolution ratifying the recommended assessments by the Northwest Special Recreation Association for the calendar year of 2022.
So moved.
Second?
Okay, Ben, can you tell us a little bit about?
This is our, we're part of it's about 17 member districts with Northwest Special Recreation Association, which provides recreation services to people with disabilities. And this is our membership, annual membership assessment dues. We have to approve this every year.
Okay. And the amount of our assessment for year 2022 is $320,953.58, which has been the same as last
2 years, it's been
right?
exactly the same. Yeah.
Any other comments or questions by the commissioners? Okay, can we have a roll call, please?
Commissioner O'Malley,
Yes.
Commissioner Bianchi,
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson,
Yes.
Commissioner Walls,
Yes?
President Cook.
Yes. And payment of bills, number 9. I need a motion to approve payment of the bills for August 26, 2021, in the amount of $145,232.46, and for September 2nd, 2021, the amount of $208,654.26.
So moved as presented.
Second?
Okay, any discussion about the bills? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Bianchi,
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson,
Yes.
Commissioner Walls,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Malley,
Yes.
President Cook.
Yes. Okay, and item 10, we're motion to adjourn to closed session for the purpose of discussing personnel per 2C1.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, roll call, please.
Commissioner Carlson,
Yes.
Commissioner Walls,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Malley,
Yes, Kathy.
Commissioner Bianchi,
Yes.
President Cook.
Yes, we are going to close session.
5 minutes for
Yeah, 5
channels will stay here. Channel 6.